So recently I did a poll on what kind of top 10 I should create next, because it's been a while and I wanted to create one again. It's, as I said, it's been a while and I really wanted to do it. The four options were more weapons and armors, VR specific stuff and specific role-playing mods, EMBs, and other, as you may have guessed or, looked at the title, or if you just took part in the poll. VR specific mods have won. So I also decided that I will touch on the other subjects in order, yet the intervals will be at a slower pace compared to my other top 10s that I did in the past when they were bi-weekly or even weekly. So that means VR specific mods first, as that's what this video is. Specific role-playing mods, which no one clarified what kind of role-play mods they wanted, but yes. EMBs and other, which again, no one clarified. And lastly, more weapons and armors. But I have one other video in mind before these topics, which I think will help you low-end PC users, but that will be possibly next week. Unsure, but yeah. Before we go any further into the video, if you liked the video at any point in time or just found it helpful, be sure to let me know by hitting that like button. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do, as my current goal is 1,500 subscribers and there will be a giveaway at that milestone. So you could win a little something, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what kind of content I create content just like this, as well as other funny moment stuff with other creators, or just being by my lonesome and being an absolute psychopath while playing Hellsplit Arena or Bladed Sorcery or whatever I decide to play. You can also follow me on other platforms with a link tree down below if you need modding help or just want to chat with me and my fellow souls and myself. Wait, did I just said that twice. Whatever, you know what I mean. You can go to the Soul Chamber, my Discord server. Now let's get into the juice and give you my personal top 10 VR specific mods, or mods that had VR in mind. And these are going to be in order from least necessary to most necessary, at least in my eyes, or my book, whatever you want to categorize that as. I don't know. Also, I want to mention that most, if not all, the mods have been covered before, yet scattered in several videos. Yet these mods will always be my top priority, and I'll explain why as well. As I said, it is in order from least necessary to most necessary. Like, I need them, essentially. Number 12. I tricked you into thinking there were 10, didn't I? Nope. Gotcha, bitch. I got 11 and then some. Or 12 and then some. But first and foremost is one that is absolutely vital, especially for my list and my computer build, as my computer is not exactly the best, but it can be considered better than most regardless. And that is VR FPS Stabilizer. VR FPS Stabilizer is self-explanatory. It helps stabilize your FPS to give you the most optimal power for your SkyrimVR. It helps with GPU and CPU frame time, so you get those bad late starts out of your system. Basically, less jitter as much as possible, which with my heavy mod list is absolutely vital. So this is number 12 for me. So I hate menus. Like, I actually do, particularly in VR anyway, but Spellwheel VR gets rid of 95% of that, whether it's for a potion, accessing a spell, or getting my camping gear with campfire. Spellwheel VR gives you access to a wheel with an adjustable MCM to get that configuration to your specific needs within just a few or one button press. It acts similar to Bladed Sorcery, if you have played it before anyway, but basically when activating the wheel, you can either scroll through the pages or find the item or spell you need to equip to pulverize your enemies, or yourself if you want to. Once you hover over that item or spell and let go, it becomes equipped, and that alone is just amazing. That is not all that Spellwheel VR does. Along with its mod support for other mods like Campfire, you can also get immersive wrist bars for your vitality, which is your health, stamina, and magicka. And you can get those needs bars if you're an immersive nerd like myself. The mod is highly configurable, and if you want to know my settings, I have a video on my channel which will be in the card above if you want to know what I do. Now, the clarity in the vanilla game is kind of dog water. Yet with these two options, I can give you the clarity back and give you some Claritin clear without the Claritin. Essentially, it just makes it less blurry and less of a pain to look at, which is a must if you're looking at the damn thing for hours upon hours, which I do. So I gave two options here because it's all personal preference and the differences are so slight to me, but I like them both. but the poison picking is for you to do and not me. So VRVision or the sharper eye. I forgot which one I have on personally, because I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean. Just pick one. Your poison, not mine. If you ever wanted to dual wield and you played without this mod, in VR anyway, you'll understand that dual wielding is kinda hard when you can't actually block with said dual wielded weapons. Yet with this, it simply fixes it and gives you the option to do so as long as you have a weapon in your main hand. So basically I can block with my dong blade in my hand, my main hand, and a love spell in the left hand, and use said dong wielding hand to block my opponents with the sheer girth. Parry this, you filthy casual. While on the topic of blocking, what about dodging? You can't really dodge in VR, yet with these two fine options which are essentially do the same thing yet differently, you can achieve those dodges even if you're a fat guy like me. And I mean, I'm fat. Physical dodge VR initiates an effect with some invincibility frames when you physically move your body in 3 ways: sidestepping, feinting, or juking, or ducking. While crouch to dodge VR, when entering the stealth position, the ducking grants you those iframes, yet if you are physically impaired, you can still do so by using the controller to crouch. So, again, like the VRVision sharper eye deal, pick your poison. Or both. I think both work. I can't recall. I'll let you know if it does. You can also roll properly with the silent roll perk to get those VR Dark Souls vibes with crouch to dodge VR. Honestly, I never thought I would need this mod in VR because the concept didn't really suit me, I guess. Yet I did realize it when I realized how much I wanted to defend myself while being an absolute vagina and running away. Throwing my weapon to knock opponents down and giving me that opportunity to make a beeline to the nearest city guard, it's good. If the concept of weapon throw VR isn't known yet by the title alone, that mod allows you to throw your equipped weapon of choice by a press of a button and doing the action. This also includes torches and shields, in case you want to be Captain America of Skyrim. So Captain Skyrim, I guess, right? Also, modded weapons are supported, which is lit too. It also gives you the ability to have them return to you like your Magneto and have aimbot like the everyday Warzone hacker. This mod works well with many other mods like VR Arsenal, which literally just adds a bunch of throwable weapons that ninjas shit used to use in the centuries before us. Or you can be a modern guy and check a goddamn hand grenade. Your choice, friend. Now, if you haven't watched my SkyrimVR roleplay, which is currently on hold, then you'll know that I'm an immersive freak. Like, really an immersive freak. Immersion is my goal for every game possible. Like, if I have to break my immersion and be in a Discord call when playing a game, especially when the intent is to play it that way, I'll just tend to hate myself and the person who suggested it. Gramsy? Anyway, Drop on Death VR is one of the most immersive mods to have in VR because, well, they drop the shit that they own, and you can just pick it off their bodies like the gremlin you are. In all honesty though, the less I can use menus, the better the experience is for me. The mod gives you that little gleam of dropped items, tricking your brain to think that there is something shiny and on the ground, and even if the item is probably dog water, it makes you want to pick it up because, you know, it's shiny and it's gleaming and it's on the floor. At least for me anyway, because I'm a hoarder. I want to pick it up because I'm a hoarder, okay? Hence the Bandolier mod that's in my mod list. The next two are from the same author, as they are meant to complement each other, as well as other mods. I also know for a fact that the mod author knows that I love their mods. The first being Spellsiphon. Spellsiphon completely changes the usage of magic, especially in VR, as again, the lack of menus equals better experience, which also equals immersive as fuck. Spellsiphon encourages combos and synergizing with other mods, weapons, and so on. No gestures, no hotkeys, all big brain energy mod design. Spellsiphon rewards you for doing said combos and swappage of weaponry. You can even have zero magicka and still do the magical shit. This mod alone adds a plethora of mechanics and effects that I didn't even think was possible in the beginning when mods like these weren't even around when I wanted to play Skyrim VR. What's even better is that you're not a god when you're using this in the beginning. You actually have to progress to grow with this mod, which again, is genius, because who likes to be God when, you know, starting a brand new character? Not me. But you know what other genius there is from Arctil? Conduit. From simple inspiration from a Reddit post, Arctil has created a mod that, again, I wouldn't have even thought of even conceived in my small brain if that sentence even makes sense. Conduit allows you to imbue your weapon with an element temporarily, whether it's by spell or better yet, in VR, grabbing the damn weapon. The different categories of spells give you the different abilities and effects, and goddammit, it's beautiful. Especially pairing with Vibrant Weapons Light, it makes me ooze with happiness. The effect will still overlay enchantments too, and give it an extra weapon effect, or visual effect I mean. You can even trigger other effects with Weapon Throw VR. And must I say this again? Genius. While on the topic of magic, here's another big-brained fellow's work. Magic improvements for Skyrim VR. The vanilla magic in Skyrim is absolutely garbage. Bethesda didn't think, essentially. If I was Omni-Man, Bethesda is invincible. Like, why did they not use their company, like the company as a whole, to create an actually good port of the game? But you know what? Screw it. The modding community is just god tier. We don't need Bethesda. Do a good job. The modding community can do it itself. Anyway, Miss VR improves the dual casting by the largest margin. It also gives you spell effect scales based on your magical level, or how much you have remaining. It gives you better options to aim in the editing setting as well. You can actually aim using both your hands, rather than using one hand to do all aiming for a dual cast. Like, really, Bethesda? What the f? Anyway, Miss VR, a definite must for me. While on the topic of big-brained mods, we got HIGGS from the same author as a previous mod, which the author is Flying Particle, by the way. HIGGS stands for Hand Interaction and Gravity Gloves. If you've played Half-Life Alyx, you'll understand this concept, but essentially you can flick that sweet coin purse from across the room if you wanted to, and you know, just literally carry it to the next room and steal it. No need for telekinesis, you're given it at birth with each new save. But HIGGS doesn't just give you the ability to flick your wrist and steal the gold. HIGGS also allows you to two-hand a weapon, like actually two-hand a weapon, which fixes Bethesda's mistake again. You can even grab items from your surroundings with your actual hands, and at least your in-game hands, I mean, because again, Bethesda did a bad job at the port. But I'm just happy we actually got a port, so anyway. This mod is actually required by a lot of mods listed it in this list, and goddammit, if you don't have it, you're insane. Like, actually. This mod literally makes SkyrimVR an actual game that was meant for VR, because vanilla is actual horse pain. Now, this one has to be the most obvious because it was there the whole time through the entire video. At least I think so, because I haven't made the video yet. It is a VRIK player avatar from God Prog. VRIK gives you the full body avatar you always wanted in SkyrimVR, not the floating hands. Yet, that's not all. You can holster your weapons in practically any location and adjust them. For example, if I wanted to be like Mayuri Kurotsuchi from Bleach and wanted a blade near my peen, I could do it. If I wanted to do some Kirito roleplay, I could put two one-handed swords over my shoulders. It's really all up to you. What's even better is that you can see them and physically unsheath them without pressing a stupid button. You get 14 holsters if you wanted to know. You can also use gestures to give you that quick access to spells, shouts, and so on. This one also has some other bits that make it even more pog-prog, like Werewolf Body for VR and Vampire Body for VR. 10 out of 10, #1 spot on my list. Don't care, don't at me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree, because, well, you can't live without it. And who's ready for a speedrun? I'm doing some honorable mentions with no explanation, and these are only going to include ones that I haven't name dropped already up above or before. Anyway, let's go. Navigate to VR, bHaptics Tactsuit Integration, Engine Fixes VR, MoreHUD VR, Power Attack VR, Dragonborn Unlimited or Dragonborn Speaks Naturally, Simple Realistic Archery VR, and lastly, Swap, Drop, and Hold. No particular order, but these are other mods that I can't really live without. Yet I wanted to make a top 10 to ones that I absolutely need. So by need, I mean, you know, immersion and actual needs to make it bearable. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the list of my VR specific mods / mods that had VR in mind. It was really tough to decide on what I truly needed, hence why it was actually more than 10. All the mods are in the description as per usual, and I hope you pick and chose something juicy, some juicy mods from this list and enhance your VR game in some way, shape, or form. Let me know what you took from this video, or if you already have it, again, let me know. I'm actually genuinely curious. Well, that's it for this Skyrim VR mods video. Be sure to endorse the mods you've downloaded to support the creators and encourage them to do more, or to just give them pride, because, you know, I'm sure I would be happy, but I don't have a mod, so I can't exactly tell, I guess. You can follow my socials via the link tree. It includes my Twitter, TikTok, and my Patreon page. Speaking of Patreon, I want to take a small portion of the video to thank my patrons. They gained a special role in my Discord that indicates them being the first patrons, which is limited to 10. So if you want them, there you go. And you can also obtain this if you do the YouTube membership instead. Either way, pick your poison. I want to say this: you can support me for as little as $1 there, or here, but don't forget that it's basically a tip jar with some extra benefits until I figure out other rewards, I guess. Don't forget to join the Discord server if you want to be up to date with my content, or to just chat it up with me in my full of souls, because, well, we talk about a lot of things. Lately, it's a lot about Elden Ring, and I'm okay with it because I love Elden Ring. If you liked any of the mods or found this helpful, be sure to like the video. It really helps me fight the dreadful Daedric entities called the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can see these mods in action on my SkyrimVR roleplay series, which is currently postponed, but I'm making progress on getting Wolfram to rise from the ashes once again. If you're interested in other VR content as well as other hilarity, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of those future videos. And two things before I leave off. First thing, by the time this video gets uploaded, I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming. So go to the channel, find me. I'm doing a community stream, so you can join me and possibly other content creators like Gramsy, play some Pavlov or something. So it's a community stream. As I said, join in, say hi, or join the game. Come on. Do it. What are you doing? And the last thing is to keep your soul free.